The entertainment news website TMZ is the subject of an investigative piece posted this morning by the New Yorker magazine. The powerhouse celebrity site draws more than 17 million visits a month. In 2006, it exposed actor Mel Gibson's anti-Semitic comments during his drunk driving arrest. In 2009, TMZ broke the news of Michael Jackson's death. 5 years later, it revealed a phone recording that captured racial comments by then Clippers owner Donald Sterling. The site also posted video of Baltimore Ravens running back Ray Rice hitting his fiancée. That same year, TMZ released video of Beyoncé's sister, Solange, attacking Jay-Z in an elevator. The New Yorker article is called The Digital Dirt, How TMZ Gets the Videos and Photos That Celebrities Want to Hide. The writer, Nicholas Schmidl, is here for an interview you're seeing first on CBS this morning. Good morning, Nicholas.
Morning.
So you write essentially that TMZ resembles an intelligence agency. How so?
Well, to the extent to which they have sort of transformed Los Angeles into a city of stool pigeons. I mean, they have people in the airports, they have people at the valets and restaurants. Everyone is picking up the phone at the site of a celebrity in LA, and there's no shortage of, and calling TMZ all the time. So they are just constantly collecting information, and only a fraction of which actually appears on the website. And that information is used, it makes the individual who runs TMZ, Harvey Levin, a very powerful man to be sitting on all that information.
These are sources, not employees.
These are sources, not employees, correct. I mean, there are employees that are the network is also interesting because you have sort of full-time reporters, and then you have freelancey contributors who are, you know, there's one who said that he makes over $30,000 a year contributing stories to TMZ. So and then one step further are the people who are.
So what's the good and bad of TMZ?
Well, I think that the good is that they have transformed celebrity news. No longer are celebrities able to say, that story is not true, that's secondhand, and dismiss it. When the video, I mean, think about the Ray Rice video. When the first video goes up and it shows Ray Rice dragging his fiancée out of the elevator, they can say, we don't really know what happened inside the elevator. The second video comes up and it shows Ray Rice punching his fiancée. Suddenly, it's unimpeachable. So that's what they've done. They've changed the rules of the game.
In fact, you say that it shook the sports writers then said it shook the NFL to its foundation. I mean, they had a real impact, but they operate by a far different set of rules than traditional news organizations like CBS News. They pay their sources tens of thousands to hundreds of thousands of dollars.
They do pay a lot of money, for sure. What they've also done is if you go to the CBS website or the New York Times or the New Yorker even, and you go to the top of the website, it's not clear if someone picks up the phone, how to get a tip in. I mean, think about the story, think about Edward Snowden trying to find some place where he's going to place those stories. Whereas with TMZ, you get a video, and you go to the TMZ website, and right at the top it says, this is the phone number, that's the email, that's where you call. And so the reputation is built up, and people call, and people know they're going to get paid.
We do want to note that we did reach out to TMZ, and they have not yet gotten a response. But you also talk about how Mr. Levin talks to his employees, teaches them tactics to try to get these sources to cooperate and get the information.
Right. Some
of these employees spoke off the record. How do you know that their word is true?
Yeah, sure. I mean, so look, this is entertainment, celebrity news is not what I normally do. This was brought, the story, when we conceived this story, it was kind of a challenge. How do you source up and investigate an organization as you would a national security story or international criminal syndicate, and not comparing them to either, but it's just how do you sort of source yourself up? And so you begin corroborating. I spoke to well over 100 people for the publication of this story, and when you keep hearing the same story told the same way from multiple people, you begin to think, okay, what's the common denominator there? Some of these details seem like, perhaps sort of elaborations, but what's the common denominator? And then at some point in the reporting, a large number of emails were leaked to us. And these emails showed how tips come in, how things operate. And you could then get a sense of the cadence of how stories come to be. And so then when you're hearing stories from other anonymous sources, it gives you the confidence that this is actually the way it happens.
Okay, if the sources get paid for giving information to TMZ, can someone pay TMZ to not publish something? Why wouldn't that same scenario exist?
Right. Well,
if the currency is money.
Right. So, as I said a minute ago, a lot of stories come into TMZ that are not published. As to why those stories are not published is is difficult to know. There's one story that we describe in the magazine in which a video of Justin Bieber came into TMZ in 2011. Harvey Levin decided, after the entire newsroom was waiting for this video to go up. The next morning, the video did not go up. According to people who were familiar or close to the conversation, Harvey Levin decided on his own that he did not want to ruin Justin Bieber's life, and the video did not go up.
Wow.
However, over the course of the coming weeks and months, TMZ posted a number of very personal exclusives that Justin Bieber was calling to say, I'm getting my hair cut, or I'm doing this with my girlfriend.
Harvey Levin does say also in a 2010 lecture, that he struggles every day with the question of privacy.
Right.
When is going too far, too far.
Totally. And I think that, and so after more than a year of working on the story on and off, I don't know where those lines are. I couldn't tell. Sometimes you see we publishing certain emails or leaking certain documents that they had no problem publishing, and other times you see it that they pass them up. I mean, the one point that I do want to come back to is that you mentioned...
Nicholas Schmidl, I've got to cut you.
Sure.
Read the rest of your article.
Sure. Yeah.
You're watching CBS This Morning. We'll be right back.